The link between your tongue and the blood vessels in your brain is far stronger than most people ever realized. What makes this finding even more astonishing is how simple it is to apply. There are no costly medications, no exhausting workout plans, just 10 seconds of precise movement that strengthens the very muscles responsible for preventing the blockages that lead to strokes. The seventh technique we're discussing today delivered the most striking outcomes in a Tokyo University study, where participants over the age of 65 reduced their stroke incidence by nearly 50% compared to the control group. These results aren't just abstract lab improvements. They represent real individuals avoiding life-altering medical crises. The science behind these techniques spans everything from blood thickness to the removal of waste from brain tissue during sleep. If you'd like to explore further, all referenced research and medical studies are linked in the description below. Before we begin, let us know in the comments how old you are and where you're watching from. We read and reply to every single comment, so drop yours below. Now, without any further delay, let's begin. Number 7. Hydration Protocol with Electrolyte Balance. Most people believe drinking water alone is sufficient. However, Japanese longevity researchers uncovered something critical about hydration and stroke prevention. Blood viscosity, how thick or thin your blood is, has a direct impact on stroke risk. An 8-year study from Osaka Medical Center followed 890 adults over the age of 60 and found that participants who maintained proper hydration with balanced electrolytes lowered their stroke risk by 22%. The key isn't simply drinking more water. It's maintaining the correct mineral balance that allows blood to flow smoothly through your vessels. When dehydration occurs, blood thickens and slows down, making clot formation more likely in arteries supplying the brain. Imagine syrup versus water moving through a straw. The thicker liquid struggles to pass through narrow spaces. Your cardiovascular system works the same way. This protocol involves consuming water at specific times during the day. What makes it effective is adding a small pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon to your morning glass. This provides sodium, potassium, and magnesium, the 3 electrolytes essential for maintaining optimal blood viscosity. Japanese physicians advise drinking 1 glass immediately upon waking, before your body becomes active and places additional demand on your cardiovascular system. Then, drink another glass 2 hours after each meal. Timing matters because fluid processing changes based on digestion. Researchers at Kyoto University measured blood thickness in 340 elderly participants and found that those following this timed hydration routine maintained 31% more consistent blood flow than those who drank sporadically throughout the day. The greatest benefit comes from consistency, not volume. With regular hydration patterns, your kidneys adapt by retaining essential minerals instead of flushing them out. As a result, your blood maintains ideal viscosity all day without excessive water intake. Now, let's move to something that works even faster. Number 6. Cold water facial immersion technique. This method may sound unusual, but the science supporting it is strong. Submerging your face in cold water for 15 seconds activates what researchers call the mammalian dive reflex. A study published in the Journal of Cerebral Blood Flow examined 276 participants over age 62 and found that those practicing cold facial immersion 3 times per week experienced a 27% improvement in cerebrovascular responsiveness. During these brief 15 seconds, remarkable changes occur. Cold exposure causes blood vessels to constrict, followed by rapid dilation once the face is lifted from the water. This cycle acts like resistance training for your vascular system, keeping vessels flexible and responsive. Flexible arteries are less likely to develop the rigid, narrowed pathways where clots become trapped and cause strokes. Blood vessels must expand and contract efficiently to handle changes in pressure and oxygen demand. To perform the technique, fill a large bowl with cold water between 50 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Add ice if needed. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and fully submerge your face for 15 seconds. Lift your face out, breathe normally for 1 minute, then repeat 2 more times. The first immersion triggers the initial response. The second and third rounds intensify the effect and train your vessels to react more efficiently. Researchers at Nagasaki University monitored 198 older adults using this method and found arterial flexibility improved by 34% after just 6 weeks. Cold exposure also reduces inflammation in the endothelial cells lining your blood vessels, an important factor, since inflammation drives plaque buildup and arterial blockages. For best results, practice this technique in the morning, when body temperature is naturally lower and vascular responsiveness is strongest. Morning use also provides protection during late morning and early afternoon, when stroke risk statistically peaks. Number 5. Jaw massage and pressure point activation. Traditional Japanese medicine identified pressure points around the jaw that influence brain blood flow long before modern science confirmed the connection. A large study from Tokyo Medical University examined 520 stroke survivors and found that 64% had chronically tight jaw muscles along with reduced blood flow through the carotid arteries. Your jaw muscles, especially the masseter and temporalis, sit directly beside major arteries supplying your brain. When these muscles remain tense due to stress or teeth grinding, they compress nearby vessels and reduce oxygen delivery to brain tissue. Over time, this significantly increases stroke risk. Many people clench their jaws unconsciously throughout the day, particularly during stress or intense focus. Begin the massage by placing your fingertips on both sides of your jaw where the muscle bulges when you clench. Apply firm circular pressure for 30 seconds while breathing deeply through your nose. Move your fingers about an inch upward toward your temples and repeat. Next, place your thumbs beneath your jawbone near your chin and press upward while sliding toward your ears. This releases tension in the digastric muscle, which often goes unnoticed but contributes to vascular compression. A clinical trial in Yokohama followed 412 participants over 65 who performed this massage twice daily. After 4 months, Doppler ultrasound showed carotid artery blood flow increased by 29% compared to baseline. Pressure point activation stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting blood vessel dilation and reducing the fight-or-flight response that keeps vessels constricted. Activating these points signals your nervous system to shift into a relaxed state, immediately increasing vessel diameter. For optimal results, perform this massage before bed, when tension peaks, and again upon waking, when stiffness is greatest. Number 4. Elevated sleep position for cerebral drainage. Your sleeping position determines how effectively metabolic waste drains from your brain. Scientists identified a brain-clearing network called the glymphatic system, which functions primarily during sleep. A major study from Hokkaido University tracked 680 adults over 60 and found that those who slept with proper head elevation experienced 33% fewer cerebrovascular events over 5 years. The glymphatic system uses cerebrospinal fluid to flush out toxins and protein buildup that accumulate while awake. When this clearance is impaired, inflammatory compounds gather around blood vessels and increase stroke risk. The ideal sleep setup involves elevating your head and upper body between 15 and 30 degrees. This isn't achieved by stacking pillows, which strains the neck. Instead, elevate the entire upper mattress using a wedge pillow or bed risers under the headboard. This angle allows gravity to assist cerebrospinal fluid drainage through venous channels alongside arteries. Research at SAI Medical Center used MRI imaging to confirm that elevated sleep increased waist clearance by 41% compared to flat sleeping. Elevation also prevents blood pooling in cerebral vessels overnight, reducing pressure on vessel walls and limiting microscopic damage that accumulates over time. Maintain this position throughout the night and avoid sleeping on your stomach, which disrupts drainage and neck alignment. Number 3. Rhythmic breathing with extended exhalation. Ancient Japanese breathing practices are now supported by strong stroke prevention evidence. A landmark Keio University study followed 140 participants aged 62 to 78 over 7 years. Those practicing extended exhalation breathing for 10 minutes daily reduced stroke incidence by 36%. This works through the autonomic nervous system, which regulates blood vessel dilation and heart rate. Lengthening the exhale activates the vagus nerve, triggering reduced blood pressure, decreased arterial stiffness, and improved endothelial function. Blood pressure reductions averaged 14 points systolic and 9 points diastolic, changes that directly lower stroke risk. Sit comfortably with a straight spine and hands on your knees. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts, hold for 2, then exhale through your mouth for 8 counts. The extended exhale is key. It signals blood vessels to relax and widen. Repeat for 10 minutes, about 30 cycles. Hiroshima University researchers recorded immediate 28% increases in cerebral blood flow velocity during these exercises. With long-term practice, your nervous system resets its baseline, maintaining lower vascular resistance throughout the day. Practice daily at the same time, ideally in the late afternoon when blood pressure naturally peaks. Number 2. Fermented soybean consumption with nattokinase. Natto, a traditional Japanese fermented soybean food, contains an enzyme that directly dissolves blood clots responsible for most strokes. This is supported by a double-blind, placebo-controlled study published in the Journal of Thrombosis Research. Among 360 high-risk participants over 60, those consuming nattokinase daily for 6 months saw a 42% reduction in fibrinogen levels and a 39% improvement in clot dissolution time. Nattokinase breaks down fibrin, the protein framework of blood clots. By reducing excess fibrin, it keeps blood flowing freely and prevents blockages before they occur. Traditionally, one small 50-gram serving of natto is eaten each morning. If the taste or texture is intolerable, supplements provide the active enzyme. Timing and consistency are crucial. Research from Kumamoto University showed nattokinase remains active in the bloodstream for 8 to 12 hours, providing protection during peak stroke risk periods. Participants experienced a 48% reduction in D-dimer levels after 3 months, along with an average systolic blood pressure drop of 11 points. Consume it on an empty stomach and maintain daily use for at least 3 months to establish sustained protection. Number 1. Tongue resistance training and swallowing exercises. This is the technique that began our journey, and the results are remarkable. A Tokyo University study tracking 1,450 adults over 65 for 9 years found that those with strong tongue muscles and coordinated swallowing reflexes experienced 47% fewer strokes. The connection involves dysphagia, or difficulty swallowing. Weak swallowing allows food or liquid to enter the airway, triggering inflammation that damages arterial walls and accelerates atherosclerosis. Additionally, tongue and swallowing muscles share neural pathways with blood vessel control in the neck and head. The brainstem coordinates both, linking oral strength directly to cerebrovascular health. The exercise is simple. Press your tongue firmly against the roof of your mouth for 10 seconds. Rest for 5 seconds. Repeat 10 times. This strengthens the genioglossus muscle, critical for swallowing coordination. Then swallow your saliva forcefully 10 times without liquid. This trains the full swallowing sequence and reinforces neural connections. Osaka Rehabilitation Center researchers found that 8 weeks of daily training increased tongue strength by 58% and eliminated aspiration events entirely compared to untrained controls. For best results, practice 3 times daily, morning, midday, and before bed. Each session takes under 5 minutes, but the long-term protection is substantial. These 7 techniques reflect decades of Japanese medical research combined with traditional wisdom validated by modern science. Their power lies in simplicity. No expensive tools. No medical supervision. Just daily consistency. Stroke prevention isn't about one dramatic action, it's about stacking small habits that keep blood vessels flexible, blood flowing smoothly, and brain tissue well oxygenated. Together, these methods create comprehensive protection as you age. If you found this information helpful, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest health insights. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments, we love reading them. Thanks for watching. Music,